Guys, it's Thursday, December 10th, I believe, yes. So it's already like 2 in the afternoon when I'm starting this because I've had a long day. And I'm doing this on my phone because I ran out of batteries for my camera, so we'll see how well this works. Today was the last day of classes because tomorrow is reading day and then we go into finals week. And I had a test earlier today that I just got back from a few minutes ago for my Old Testament class. I think it went well. I actually think I might have done better on that test than any other test this semester, which is strange. I don't know why I find that strange, but for some reason I do. We'll see how well I actually did later on though. So yeah, I have a meeting later today, but as far as classes go, like actual class periods, I am done for the semester, which is amazing. I have a meeting later today, I have a conference/meeting on Monday, a final on Monday, and 2 papers that I still have to turn in. One has to be turned in tomorrow and one has to be turned in next Tuesday, and then I have an online final, and then I'm done for the semester. And when I list it all out like that, it sounds like a lot, but with everything this semester, that really does sound like I'm nearing the end, and that is amazing. Everything looks so different, and all I have to do is turn in a different direction. But anyway, I just got back from the meeting that I had for today. So now it's officially the last weekend of the semester, and it's a 3-day weekend, and that's so strange to me. But I actually had a meeting just now. Basically, I have to apply for a clinical internship, which is student teaching, and I'm doing that not next semester, but the semester afterwards. So I have to apply now, and the School of Education at my school is doing a new e-portfolio sort of thing, and my class and my group of internship people are the test subjects, I guess, for that. We're the first people doing it, and there was going to be a meeting on Tuesday for it, but I couldn't make it to that because I have to go home before that. And so I had a meeting with 2 professors, one of them who runs the website that we're doing it on for the School of Education, and then the professor who is in charge of our portfolios and things like that. I just met with the 2 of them, and I was the test run for figuring out how it works for students, I guess, how easy it was for me to put all of the documents in and everything like that. So I just did all of that. It's not done. I still have to do it on my own over break, but going over how I need to do everything and stuff like that and getting a start on it, it shouldn't be too hard because I do have most of the documents already. So that's kind of the hardest part. I'm just gonna check over them again, make sure there's no typos, because this is the portfolio that gets sent to potential schools that I could be working at, so I have to make sure everything looks good. But it's basically I have the basis for the portfolio now, and I have all of the documents. They just need to be double checked and things like that. So yeah, now it's basically the weekend, and I do have a paper due tomorrow, but it's done. I'm just going to check it for typos and things like that. So pretty much it's the weekend, and obviously I'm going to study for finals. But to be honest, I'm not too worried about that because I only have 2 finals. One of them is reflective. There's nothing to study for, and so there's only 1 final I'm really studying for. And I don't feel I need to really hardcore study for it because I think I have everything down pretty good, so I'm not that worried. But yeah, one of the professors I just met with was actually on my committee for my defense, because I realized I didn't mention this in a video because I haven't really been making any, but I had and this is part of the reason why I haven't been, I had my defense, my thesis defense that I had to do to graduate college on Tuesday, where I had my portfolio of work that I've done all through college, and I had a huge paper that I'd written, and I had to defend said paper and said portfolio and prove to them that I had done what I needed to do to graduate, and I passed, which is awesome. I was terrified, even though I knew I was probably going to, because I knew the professors on my committee, I knew the department. I go to a very small school, so I know all of this is for English. I haven't done senior seminar for education yet. I'll do that during student teaching, but for English, like I know the entire English department and things like that, and I really wasn't worried from a logical standpoint about failing, but I was still terrified, and I passed, which is awesome. And but the professor, one of the professors I just met with was my like non-English person on my committee, because you have to have one non-English professor, which is easy for the double majors who are also education, because we all choose an education professor. It's harder for the like only English majors because they only have like gen ed professors to choose from that they're like don't really know that well. But anyway, she mentioned, and they'd said during my defense that they thought I was a strong writer, which like none of my professors really know how much I write. I mean, it's kind of a given because most of us English majors write a fair bit, if not a lot, but like I don't talk in class about how important writing is to me and how much I do it and how like I would love to be a published writer one day. Like I don't talk about that much on the internet either in those sort of terms because it makes me uncomfortable, really, because like if I never wind up published then it's embarrassing and things like that, and I know I probably shouldn't feel that way, but I do. So I'm kind of quiet about it most of the time, and so none of my professors like really know. I haven't talked to them. They get that I like writing, like most English majors like writing, but I don't talk about it. And during my defense they'd said that I was a strong writer, and then during the meeting she brought it up again, and about how they were talking apparently when because I had to leave the room twice, but I had to leave the room the second time so that they could talk about me basically, and that's when they decided whether or not I passed. But apparently during that they talked about how good of a writer I was, how strong of a writer I was, and I don't know, it's just like, I don't think I'm a bad writer, but hearing people compliment me still makes me like, I don't know how to react, and I don't know, it's really like honestly nice to hear, but I also just don't know how to react to that. But that just happened, and so I'm really happy about that too, which is kind of stupid. But yeah, I just ranted about that for way too long. I guess this is what happens when I don't film for a really long time, and also the fact that I'm just in a good mood. I just want to ramble for like a million years, and it's really hard to force myself to turn off the video. But I'm gonna do that now. You ever know what it's like to go through like an entire week feeling so exhausted and tired, and then the week's finally over and you can rest all you want and suddenly you have like tons of energy? Because that is me right now. Like I feel really, really hyper when like I could just go to bed right now if I wanted to for like the first time all week, and I just don't want to at all anymore. This is how I'm starting off my weekend. I actually feel the need to clarify that I'm really not a Faulkner person all that much. Like some of his writing's okay, but it's just not something I really enjoy. But he's one of those people that I like try to read anyway because I feel like I should appreciate it. I do appreciate it in some ways, but I wouldn't describe reading Faulkner as enjoyable for me personally. But for some reason, that's what I'm reading right now. My room's just going to get messier and messier until I go home. It really does feel weird to me how much it feels like a Friday, even though it actually is Thursday. I was focused on working on a paper, and then I started doing other stuff, and I completely forgot that I was supposed to be filming stuff. But I haven't really done much because I did get like I have a paper due tomorrow, and so I was like working on it and stuff. It's basically done, but it was just like going over it again, and I got like consumed with that pretty much.